this thing started. The Jayhawks will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats offense will start this game off. Last time these two got together, Kansas got to wave the weed in jubilation and took the Sunflower Showdown in a classic.
That was big for them on the field, and David, it was big for them off the field too, because these two programs oftentimes are trying to recruit the same players in high school and through the portal. So Kansas winning that one was massive. We'll see what happens today.
And a lot of rock, chalk, Jayhawk. The Jayhawk fans were jacked up to win this rivalry. They're usually the underdog. They don't win it as much as the other side. So last year was a big statement for the Kansas Jayhawks.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. The running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So Kansas offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Shoots it to the left. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive. Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Wants to bring it back. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Finding open areas. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, More guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Marshall. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Kansas and K-State have been battling for well over a century, many times sort of on the fringes of the spotlight, if not completely out of it in college football. But man, when they grab center stage, you realize just how intense it is.
It's intense. It's a fun rivalry. But here's the thing. Kansas State has really dominated this rivalry. And the Jayhawks, they got to fix that. They got to get that rectified, Palmer, because the Wildcats, year after year, they're continuing to find ways to win this matchup.
And these are two great fan bases for years. We've loved our time whenever we visit Lawrence or you visit Manhattan. The nicest fans, but they're passionate fans as well, especially when they meet up in this rivalry game.
Finds his man. It's Hendricks. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun. Give on the inside. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's Barnett. Sets up the screen. Runs through a tackle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. He wants to change this route. Creates a little room. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air, it's Barnett. Oh, they're after him! And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
This defense doing a great job bringing pressure, multiple looks, different guys, back-to-back plays. Now bringing up a 3rd and long. Pressure on the quarterback is coming.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Kansas State has it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Kansas State! on the option. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. That's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
7, Kansas, 3.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense to go to work. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Jayhawks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He's in open space downfield.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Jayhawks are rolling down the field. The give to the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Flores. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give from the gun. There he goes. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kentucky. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Line getting set on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Touch pass on the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. So they had the big play, but it's all for naught as the illegal forward pass cost them. The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. They're working that left side. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Turns it loose. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Behind the chains now on second and long. The play action fake. This time it's complete. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking down the middle. working that left side. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Kansas State.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, so much to break down, from a spirited start to the Sunflower Showdown between Kansas and K-State. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Whether it's Rock Chalk or Emaw, these two always deliver. As compelling an in-state rivalry as there is.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the fit.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And some room to work. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Flores. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19. First and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The throw. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
All right, defense.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a crease to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work with the run on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. He leaves it with the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Run it with the fullback. And he's wrestled to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Slings it downfield. Working the big fella to the corner. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting the big tackle for a loss.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Scanning the field, it's Flores. Still looking, on the move. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He splits the uprights. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Back open in the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
End of the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. They want to run it left here. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Flores. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. The Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Thompson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And for the 5th time, the offense will go for it on 4th down. 2 for 4 so far. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just it makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Gets the back moving. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but...
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to James Madison. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Fires one high and deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job. Get the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks into the open. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Jayhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Hard running there. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Open space at the 25. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run. It's made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Moves away as he feels pressure. Backs looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. The give to the left. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Back to throw, it's Flores. Looking to buy time. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's the two-point conversion attempt.
Kansas 22, Kansas State 7.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. So Kansas fought and clawed and scratched its way to victory in the Sunflower Showdown, and they'll have the Governor's Cup and bragging rights after beating K-State. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.